Let's rock.
Hello again and welcome back to Storm Talk. Today we will be working with ETC, the Elite Tauren Chieftain, a rock god. You can take a moment to read his backstory. We'll take a moment to look at his character design. ETC is the lead guitarist for the Elite Tauren Chieftain. He's a World of Warcraft themed, now World of Warcraft character. Yeah, the lore is complicated. He was a theme of, I believe he was actually Blizzard, a band made up of Blizzard employees, or a Blizzard-themed cover band, or something like that. And they liked it so much they threw it in the game. And now, if you ever go to the Darkmoon Island place, the ETC band will actually play like once every hour.
Whatever you want, Chief.
Or something like that. So yeah. I believe they used to be like, they used to have like level, because it was like, oh, back when level 70 Elite Tauren Chieftains, or 80 Elite Tauren Chieftains, and then it just became the Elite Tauren Chieftains, and they just dropped the level stuff. So, looking at his traits, he has Rockstar. After using his abilities, ETC and his nearby allies gain attack speed. His basic abilities are Power Slide, dash into an area, stunning and damaging enemies hit, Face Melt, knock back, stun, and damage enemies, and Guitar Solo, regenerate some health, because why not? His heroic abilities are Mosh Pit, stuns enemies, forcing them to dance, and
whatever you want, Chief.
And Stage Dive, a global leap that slows and damages enemies. We'll take a moment to look at his skins. Rock God skin and variations. Glam Metal skin and variations. Is that the... okay then. Like, I was just like noticing that, like that... Okay, he got the keytar. Okay, that's fine. But that back axe, like looks like a razor blade. I never noticed that before. And then Pure Country, ETC, and variation.
Ready to rock whatever you want, Chief.
So I'm gonna go with general. What's really bad is I actually used to know the names of these different Tauren subraces. Because these are like the Milk Taurens, which I think are the Taurens that live in Pandaria. One nice thing about the eyes is the eyes colors actually match his guitar glows. Sadly enough, the first two don't have any different colors, but you notice the guitar in his hand's eyes, like the glow on his strings doesn't change, so it kind of makes sense. But anyway, we're going to go with this version. Okay, now to start off, show his abilities. Power Slide, it's a limited duration slide. And do remember, Rockstar, it's 20% attack speed for 3 seconds to all nearby allies, including himself. Minions will gain half of that. So again, Power Slide, you get the Rockstar bonus. It doesn't have a visual effect. Power Slide deals 67 damage and stuns people you hit for 1 second. Face Melt, 55 damage, nearby enemies are knocked back. And Guitar Solo, you regenerate health. Let's take a punch in the face. There we go. Now you see it. I'm going to toggle minions real quick to show you Face Melt's effect on a target. and minions off.
Rocky.
Yeah, it's literally just the basic throwback. One interesting thing about ETC is if you look at his character model, if I can get it
To 11.
right. At least there was one thing. When you look at his character model, his tail, which you can see wagging here, sometimes while walking, his tail seems to go in front of him.
Hell yeah.
Not sure if I'm going to be able to display it here. I've seen it a few times, and it seems that it usually gets stuck that way until death, so it's obviously a bug. Yeah, okay, I can't do it. Maybe if we see it, I'll bring it up. But it was really funny, because, like, the first couple of times I saw ETC, I thought, like, something was wrong with his beard, because you can see his beard is a very similar movement to his tail. But then it's like, I'm looking at it, and I'm like, wait, that's lower than his beard. Like, did they model some type of dong on this character? And then, like, I kind of zoomed in and noticed, oh, no, it's a glitch. His tail isn't in his back anymore, it's coming out the front. So, it was a hilarious glitch. And if we see it, I'll make sure to bring it up. Now, character sheet starts with 1,400 hit points, 2.17 regeneration, 500 mana with 3-point regeneration, 1.5 attack range, 47 attack and siege damage with a 1-second attack time. So, go ahead and level him up. You can see the variations as he goes up.
Choose a talent.
As you can see at max health, he has 8,000 HP with 67 regeneration, 790 mana with 5.83 regeneration, and he deals 308 damage per hit. Power Slide does 270, Face Melter does 200, and Guitar Solo does 205. Now to look at his abilities. At level 1, you have the Scouting Drone and Block general talents. You also have Damage Slide, increases Power Slide by 30%, and Dance Your Pants Off. Enemy minions hit by Face Melt also dance for 5 seconds. I take Dance Your Pants Off, but since we're doing our unlocked or fresh builds, we're going to go Damaging Slide. Superiority, reduce damage taken from non-heroic enemies by 50%. Hone Shop Guitar. Guitar Solo costs 50%, or his cost is reduced by 50%. Groupies, Guitar Solo heals nearby allies for 102 every second first duration. Note that it heals you for 205, so twice that, or this is half of yours, per second, not total. And Echo Petals. After using ability, pulse twice for 100 damage to nearby enemies. I'll be honest, Echo Petals basically becomes a second trait. I love Pawn Shop Guitar. That's what we're going to take for our general. But Groupies is so amazing in team fights. It literally makes you a healer. Yeah, like, I don't have a lot of good stats up right now, but yeah, you start out healing. You can actually start out healing some healers with that. Mostly because you're constantly casting that thing on yourself. But, yeah. We're going to go with Pawn Shop Guitar.
Choose a talent.
At level 7, you have Battle Momentum. General Talent. Monster Slide. Increases the width of Power Slide by 50%. Loudspeakers. Increases the range and knockback of Face Melt by 50%. This is an amazing one that kind of gets a little bit understated, because if you think about it, if you have Dance Your Pants Off, it increases the range and knockback The problem with that is you throw people back, and if you stun them for 5 seconds and throw them farther away, it kind of disrupts them. The thing is that this allows you to, with this, you're basically able to hit the entire minion wave. So, it's kind of like, in my opinion, it makes up for it that you can hit the entire minion wave instead of having to pick, like, the best 4 or 5 out of them. And then Guitar Hero. After using Guitar Solo, your next basic attack will strike immediately, deals double damage, and heals you for 50% of the damage done. This is amazing if you're going for a healer build. It does kind of do a little lackluster in, like, the fact that you can only use it once every 8 seconds. But compared to the other two, which are 12-second cooldowns, like, seriously, it's overpowered. I swear that ability is overpowered. We're going to go with Monster Slide.
Choose a talent.
Mosh Pit. After a short delay, channel stunning enemies for 4 seconds. Okay, at level 13, you have Uber Rockstar. Movement Speed Aura adds 20% movement speed. Or, sorry, the Rockstar Aura adds 20% movement speed. Rocking Out. Increase the duration by 2 seconds, and minions get the full bonus. This is the one I normally take. I like to solo lane with ETC. So, literally, just mosh pit or face melt the enemy minions out of the way, and guitar solo for your health, and destroy, like, your minions will destroy towers. He also has Relentless, the general talent, and Face Melt. Enemies hit by Face Melts are also slowed by 80% for 2 seconds. If you've taken Dance Your Pants Off, this really only works against heroes, and kind of a little lackluster. Yeah, so you can take it, but as compared to a 20% movement speed for yourself, or plus 2 seconds of plus 20% attack speed, yeah, we're going to go with Rockin' Out.
Choose a talent.
At level 16, you get Head Cracker. Increase the stun duration of Power Slide by 50%. Guitar Instrumental. Guitar Solo's duration is increased by 100%, so 8 seconds. It lasts its entire cooldown, basically. Imposing Presence and Stone Skin are both general talents. We're gonna take Head Cracker for this build because we're seem to be building a lot of Power Slide things.
Choose a talent.
And he has the Resurgence of Storm, Fury of Storm, and Bolt of Storm general talents. Death Metal makes dancing enemies vulnerable and increases damage taken by 25%.
Rock and roll.
So, let's go ahead and toggle some minions, and we'll try this out in a fight. Remember, we put most of our upgrades into Power Slide. So, Power Slide now does, like, a bunch of damage, stuns people for a while, throw them back, throw on the health, and just hold him down for a second.
Don't have to tell me twice. You came here and our foes have shown their weakness.
First blood.
So, as you can see, I was able to walk through pretty easily. As you can also see, while dealing 308 damage per attack, I'm devastating minion wave. So, just gotta throw that out there.
Have shown their weakness.
Okay. And he runs away. Like the coward he is. Now, Power Slide cannot be used to get through walls, although you will hit them, and hitting them is normally enough. Let's clear that cooldown so I can demonstrate this again. You hit them, you don't go past them. However, with Face Melt, you can pretty much survive. Yeah, as you can see, with face mount and a few well-timed rock stars, you can destroy towers without actually even being damaged. And pop an extra one before you leave. Okay. So we're going to restart levels and level up. This time I'm going to build the build that I use. It's not the best, but it does seem to be very... I want to say jackish. You're able to do a lot of things with it, and it prevents you from being destroyed in combat.
Always a crowd pleaser.
So we're going to take Guitar Hero, Stage Dive, leap to any location and deal 340 damage. It slows targets for 3 seconds. We're also going to take Rocking Out. We're going to increase the duration of our guitar solo. And Rock God. Reduces the cast time and air time of Stage Dive by 50% and increases the damage dealt by 50%. So, to show this, compared to that. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and demonstrate this one in combat. As you saw, I got Dancer. I did a lot of upgrading to my, there we go. I did a lot of upgrading to my guitar solo and a little bit to face melt. And as you were able to see, they dance. It's cute. But our main upgrades here are to guitar solo. Now, since I'm not... Actually, let's just go ahead and do that real quick. Refresh those sports. Level up to 30 so that I can kind of compare it to what I was doing a second ago. Toggle minions back on. Now that I'm level 30, I deal the 308 damage. So, using my Guitar Hero, I can walk in and hit a minion for 600 damage. If I can get behind an enemy, I can throw them and stun them, very similar to how Diablo does. And if somebody tries to run away, I can just jump in. And oh yeah, I jump behind the enemy base, no big deal. I can out-heal towers. It's like, yeah, let's go ahead and reset those ports. I can out-heal towers for the most part, as you can see. Very similar to Diablo, in fact. I posted a small video after the Diablo Storm Talk that kind of demonstrated a Diablo with 200 stacks just outliving towers. Yeah, this guy can do it better. In fact, his ability to heal after hitting, go ahead and clear con and refresh those. His ability to heal just by punching does kind of make it a little bit hard for towers to even keep up with him. Because, oh, they got a lead on him, and he gets it back. Along with Guitar Instrumental's ability to make Guitar Solo last for its entire cooldown, the mana cost is basically becomes worthless. Like, oh, it costs 30? Well, I'm gaining back 5 mana per second. So, 6 seconds, I'm gaining back 30 mana. It might become a little bit of a thing if I Power Slide, Face Melt. But those things, cooldowns are so long, I can almost always keep Guitar Solo up. At the same time, if you do take... What button am I looking for? If you do take Mosh Pit instead, Mosh Pit... Just, it feels like you should take the, well, actually, yeah, that's right. Because I took that. I feel dumb for a second. I'm like, yeah, there's no reason to take the reduce. No, it's 30 because I took the reduce. It's 60 by normal. But at the same time, as I was saying, with the increased, well, 5 seconds, 5 mana per second, 8 seconds is 40. So if you're not doing a lot of combat, you can constantly keep guitar solo up with guitar instrumental and groupies healing your allies. Honestly, you'd be better off with Pwn Stars and guitar instrumental. I'll be honest with you. Healing allies is nice, but being able to walk in and do that for 30 mana, it's laughably amazing. And as you can see, I can easily walk through this tower, or this fort, actually. And, yeah, the fort has literally done no damage to me. Anyway, this was my Storm talk on the Elite Tauren Chieftain. I hope it was informative and fun. Have a nice day.